Yevgeny, seriously, Russia. Jessica, Yahya, you both are new to this universe as actors. What did and what do you feel now? Do you feel pride or pressure? There are millions of fans of Matrix waiting to see the movie.
For me, my experience in terms of what I've seen of the movie is deeply rooted in pride. You know, to be able to say I'm a part of the Matrix. I was just thinking about that, right? And I'm thinking about my 19-year-old self, you know, who was just, you know, doing skits in my college dorm and things like that, you know, and to be that kid, the fact that he is in the Matrix, it doesn't get any better than that. You know, he would never believe it. So, you know, and things, you know, I'm excited for the world to see it. I'm excited for fans and, you know, for people who love the Matrix to come out and, you know, to enjoy that experience. And in terms of pressure, I really try not to interact with pressure because I've already done the movie. It's the past. I think it's going to be great. And I'll just, you know, interact with it from, you know, in terms of, from the perspective of taking on everything positive about the overall experience.
Yeah, same. I tried not to become too focused on the fact that this is the Matrix. Otherwise it would stop me doing my job, I think. And also, as soon as I read the script in the audition process, it was very clear, like, this is a new film. It's not just a regurgitation of the original. Lana's filmmaking has changed. The conversation about technology has evolved. The conversation about big pharma, like, it's very much a Matrix for the present day. It's its own thing.
All the explanation you need. Still open. This can't be real.
I just read that you turned down an offer in favor of Matrix. You turned down Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, right?
I was in a position where I had 2 auditions and both studios knew about the other audition and I could only do one or the other to screen test. And well, it was a chemistry test with Yahya or a screen test on Shang-Chi. And I had to choose. I had a red pill, blue pill moment. So I chose the Matrix.
Полетаем.
I suppose that you both were introduced to this universe of the Matrix when you were teens. Do you remember that? And do you remember your first experiences with it?
Yeah, I remember being scared.
Yeah, when you say that.
I was afraid of my mouth getting stitched up and things entering my belly button. And I hadn't considered either of these as possibilities. And I had many nightmares after watching the Matrix.
You know, just after you said that, and the last one, I immediately remembered that was the freakiest thing. That was the freakiest thing that I had ever seen. Like, as soon as you said that, I remembered it. And I thought that the biggest takeaway was bullet time and was dodging the bullets.
That's a big one too.
Way later. Immediately, it was the machine, and in my mind, it's like a scorpion. It's like an electric. It's like it's a scorpion, electronic scorpion that can come in my belly button, and that was freaky and scary.
Yeah.
Fashion was cool. The action was cool. The fights was really cool. Morpheus was dope. I think I'm gonna take that one from Jessica because that did stick with me.
Now you'll never see her again.
Yeah. I read that you are not just simply recreating the character that was portrayed by Lawrence Fishburne, but you are presenting a new iteration of the character. And I already saw how you did it. What traits did you add to the character? How would you explain?
I think a little bit of flair. I think, Morpheus, that was imbued by or embodied by Lawrence Fishburne, he had his own flair, things like that. Definitely style, cool, charisma. And I think I presented a Morpheus that also had his own sense of style and attitude, perspective, and humor, and charisma. his own. You know, I think there's definitely a duty to the purpose, but some lightness, you know, some lightness as well. I think we already can see just from the posters and from some of the moments in the trailer that he's definitely a fashion forward guy, you know, and more expressive with the, you know, with his colors and attitude and things like that. So, and you know, that this Morpheus is a representation of a lot of the, you know, the change in who Lana is, you know, today. You know, she envisioned a different type of character, a different type of world. You know, the entire, or I should say that the entire matrix that we'll see is a representation of where Lana is, how she has grown and changed as a person, as an artist, and the characters, Morpheus included, wasn't exempt from being affected by that change.
Ты меня не знаешь. Нет?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.